Hey guys, Manitove again. What we're going to be doing today is an after-action review of a Guild War versus Winkyface. Pretty excited to show you guys this video. It's not my best showing in Guild Wars, but I was trying out some new units, some new comps, and I found a really surprising unit that I like a lot. So let's go ahead, hop right on in, and take a look. Now this first one, I'm going up against a Molong, Perna, and Wind Druid. So I'm taking a Leo, Arena, and one of my new favorite units, Shakan. And the second round is a Feng Yin, Beta, and Kumar. As you can see, it's not censored out when I speak it, but in CompToUs chat, you can't see it. And then I'm taking a Sierra, Iris, and Fran. So, let's see how this goes. Now, I brought the Arena specifically to tank the Wind Druid and the Molong. Because my other two units are wind. As you see, I increased on when my Shakan attacks, just so you can see the passive in effect. When he attacks, his passive increases cooldown. Now on his first skill, he has an innate block heal on it, and his second skill is a stun and a multi-hit. The only contingency for Shakan's passive is that it is equal to the ratio between him and the unit he's attacking on their HP. So for his passive to work, he has to have a higher HP. So I'm trying to figure out comps to work him in to make sure the sustain is there for him to keep his HP topped off. Now as you see, pretty much up until now, my Shakan's kept the Wind Druid in check, but the Wind Druid managed to get a little proc frenzy there, get his second and third skill up. But this next rotation, after my Rena dies, you'll get to see why I am in love with this unit. This unit is amazing. And you see right there, he's barely at 10% health or 5% health. Increased cool time. Druid has a passive that would normally automatically res itself, completely negated by Shakan. I have used Shakan against probably 12 Wind Druids since I've 2'd him, and I've used him against a few Theo comps as well, and right now my win-loss ratio with Shakan versus those is about 13-2. And there's a lot more testing to do, and unfortunately I didn't have high hopes for this unit when I first 6-starred him and 2'd him, because I wasn't too sure how the passive was going to work. But since then, finding out how well he works out, he's an FRR target. He does not have A tier or S tier runes. He has runes that were laying in my storage, and I was like, oh, it's got HP subs. I think right now he's at like plus 35 speed or something like that, so I'm not taking advantage of his full kit. This round is, like I said, it's a Feng Yin, Beta, and Kumar. The whole purpose of this is just to burn down the Feng Yin as fast as possible via the bombs. Pretty easy comp to use. Iris is still OP even in 2019, going into 2020 next week. But once again, the Shakan it's an amazing unit. I look forward to bringing more highlights with him out as soon as I can, because that unit is it's a game changer for Guild Wars and Siege, because a lot of people are relying on the RNG and the defensive tankiness and bruiseriness of that Wind Druid, so that Shakan pretty much negates so many defenses. And in typical Kumar Beast Monk fashion, they're just drawing this fight out longer than it needs to, which is fine by me. I have plenty of sustain on my side, and even though my Fran is not what you would call meta build wise anyways, mine's a speed attack with HP subs, opposing to the inverse with speed HP and attack subs. But mine is more of a PvE build. I don't particularly mind using it in RTA or Guild Wars, but I roll with the runes that I got. and those gave me the best chance to use the unit, so that's what I went with. Alright, and this next one is 2 losses. I'm going to go ahead and throw that out there right now. Procs got me the first time around, and a very poor misplay on the second round. And I'll go ahead and point that out just so you guys can see and hopefully learn from my mistake so you don't make it yourself. I brought in the Joltan for the reason of tanking the Lauren and hoping that what happened would happen. Was not expecting Sierra to nearly kill my Covenant right off the first round. I got no stun, which I was hoping for on the Rauk. And there goes my Covenant. Additional turn, bomb, first life gone. But when I come back on the other side, I'm able to kill the Rauk, and thought I had a chance by stunning the Sierra with that first skill. But got 1 stun, got 2 stun, here's greed. Nope, not good enough. Bomb, proc, bomb, and GG. You know, if you did that on offense, Sierra would have missed 3 out of 4 bombs, but on defense, ungodly. Now this is my mistake. I went for the Dark Neostone Agent first and put a dot on it, and then I slept it. And that's ultimately what was my undoing. Even though Theo procced out of the freeze, I still thought I was in decent control. But having the Neostone Agent not on the two-turn sleep really hurt me, because yeah, as you see, my Vela Jewel disappears after that instant delete, and it's no longer in my hands. And then I believe the unit's name is Nikki. Nikki does Nikki things, because apparently all the occult girls have an innate chance to proc on first, second, and third skill. But yeah, it was a bad pick and bad play. Just overall, not a very good showing by my part. But I learned, and I will address that the next time I see something like that. Not an overly impressive defense. I guess they were just trolling, maybe trying to drop rank. So I figured I'd play around. Once again, still trying to learn just overall mechanics for the water monkey. So I figured it was a good opportunity to play around with him. I wouldn't recommend this comp. It's not very, it doesn't work very well together, no synergy and whatnot. I just figured I'd take the Sierra for bombs, ignore defense, kill the Darien, and then as the match progressed, just work my way down the line. Theo Mars is not really a meta-relevant unit anymore. Sad to say. I mean, he is he's got his niche uses as gene counters on offense when you see him on defense, or you even see him in RTA from time to time. If you've got those triple S tier runes that make him usable, but beyond that, just leave him in giants. I like the 2A Belladon with the attack bar push, but without skill ups, yeah, there's better options. I don't really use mine all that much. Actually, I think it's sitting in my sitting on my island, either partially ruined or completely de-ruined at this point. I mean, it's a fun unit. Definitely when I get to the point in my account where I have, you know, decent tiered Vio runes, I'll throw some more on him and try to find some more viability. But I am also a little biased because I have Frigate, so I don't see the need for another attack bar booster just like that with a first skill defense break, because Frigate does that as well. This round, once again, really not much of a threat on their end, so I just brought units, I knew the sustain would be there to ignore the Skogul. Gonna do my best not to use my AoE buffs to stack Bulwark before I had him in hand. I brought Aerial to tank the 2 wind units. Leica on 1v1 is going to beat a Skogul any day of the week, so that was the purpose of this. And I brought Lauren just for a defense break and some attack bar manipulation. Honestly, it was a pretty easy match for this one. I mean, right now, just because of Skogul's bruisery status and increased defense when he's got the rock up, you see him everywhere, whether it be in Guild Wars, Siege, Arena defense. The big thing about them is just making sure that one rock or a proc isn't going to kill you. And that's why I brought Leica, and my Aerial is on a, I believe, an HP defense build right now, but he's still got almost 30k HP, so I'm in no danger of the rock killing him, even if I do lose 1 unit and the damage increases. But that was my after action review for Winkyface. If you guys saw anything you liked, leave a comment below. If you saw anything I missed, once again, leave a comment below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to more Shakan in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one.